Now the standard clean one was an ammonium hydroxide, peroxide, water solution. Ammonium hydroxide, high pH, peroxide, oxidizing activity. Diluted in water, and temperature always helps to speed up any chemical process. Now, you would wonder why the high pH, whereas you have been saying, I need low pH to remove the metals. Yes, but I also said you need to have some etching. And whenever you have to clean silicon, OH minus is good in etching silicon. So it's the OH minus compound here that will give you the etching process. In recent literature, you will see this described as an APM, or an ammonium peroxide mixture. Problem, metallic contamination. So that is why they introduced the standard clean 2, hydrochloric acid, peroxide, water, again at 70 degrees C, and that was then the hydrochloric peroxide mixture in other terminology. Acid solution is good to remove metal ions from the surface. Here we have an oxidizing compound, so we'll have an OH terminated surface. If we have high acidity, we will have low metal contamination on the surface. All of these steps are followed by a rinsing step because we have to get rid of the nasty chemicals, the highly concentrated chemicals here, and we have to do a drying step. There's no drying step here because they move the wafers from here wet into the rinse stage, and from the rinse stage into the acid stage, and from the acid stage into a rinse stage, and then into a drying stage. Now, over the years, people became more aware of organic contamination. So, because of the awareness of the organic contamination, they extended the cleaning sequence with piranha step, so sulfuric acid peroxide mixture. This will oxidize the organics and clean the surface from the organics. Again, it's a pretty concentrated mixture here at 90 degrees C. They call it piranha, and I think you understand. I mean, well, I hope you will never come in contact with the mixture, but sulfuric acid basically dehydrates and oxidizes. So if you put it on a cube of sugar, it will turn black, and exactly the same will happen with your skin. So exactly the same will happen with the organics that you have on the surface. The problem here is that the sulfur is a very viscous liquid, so it's very difficult to rinse it off, and the sulfur will also become incorporated in the oxide that you form on the wafer, and that leads to detrimental effects, and that is why after this step they introduced an HF step to remove the dirty oxide from the surface and then to go for the particle removal. Now you already see again a contradiction here, because now I have a hydrogenated surface, HF, so if I have metal contamination, noble metal contamination in solution, I'm removing the dirty oxide, but I may be introducing metallic contamination. So no clean will do it all unless it is perfectly balanced for the purpose that you would like to achieve. So, like I said, the RCA is the oldest documented clean. It was the standard clean 1, which is ammonia peroxide. It removes particles, but there's an issue with the metal contamination. Standard clean 2 is the hydrochloric acid. It removes metals, but there's an issue with the particle contamination. And later on, it was extended with the sulfuric peroxide and the hydrofluoric acid clean. Now, if you pay attention, these are pretty high concentrations of solutions. And a lot of research was done on whether or not you needed such a highly concentrated cleaning solution, whether you needed the high temperature. And probably on this aspect alone, we can spend several hours explaining this. But basically what was found was that, for example, in this solution at the high temperature, the peroxide was decomposed very quickly. So after an hour of operation, this concentration basically dropped to half the concentration. So we could easily eliminate the peroxide from the solution and still maintain the same cleaning objective. Also here, like I said, the sulfuric acid is a very viscous liquid. Its main purpose is to do an oxidation of the organics. Well, this was replaced by ozone. And also here with the ammonium hydroxide peroxide mixture, this is a basic chemistry, so high pH. If we would be able to work all acid, then we would not have a problem with the metal contamination or the reintroduction of metal contamination. So simplification of the process is a concept that IMEC worked on extensively, and instead of the sulfuric oxide peroxide, they moved to sulfuric oxide ozone, so dissolve ozone into the sulfuric acid, or even go for ozone DI1. Another extension was dilute HF. If you spike it with hydrochloric acid, you basically will complex the copper and you have less of a risk with copper plating on the solution, because you will maintain the copper as dissolved species in solution. Now here we have an oxide. Here we remove the oxide, so we have an etching step. That was exactly what was needed to remove a particle. You need to remove part of the substrate underneath the particle. So this step alone turned out to be efficient enough to overcome particle contamination of the surface. You have an acid solution, so there's no risk of metal recontamination. The only thing is, in some cases, we would like to have a hydroxylated surface and not an HF terminated surface, and then we do a reoxidation of the surface, and then we do the Marangoni dry. Just as a few numbers, I mean, this was typically lasting for 60 minutes. This can be done in 33 minutes. And the amount of water that you consume is drastically less. This is for a full batch, 25 wafers in a multi-liter basin. But you can reduce the amount of water drastically. Why? You don't have to rinse highly concentrated sulfuric. You don't have to rinse highly concentrated ammonia. So you can use less water in the rinsing steps. This is another description. So this removes the organics. You have a chemical oxide growth. Here we remove the oxide, and because of removing the oxide, you basically have a particle and metal removal because it's in acid conditions. Then you have a clean chemical oxide and you keep the pH low. So there's no metal and no particle redeposition